After Tingyun, we will start with Bronya for review. So my light cone will be Mashing Cogs, which is going to be level 80 quite soon. And reason why I decided to level 80 this light cone, have plans for it, is because this light cone helps her gain extra energy from her basic attack. So her basic attack will do 28 energy regen, and her skill will be 30 energy regen. So that's like almost equal in a way. That's why I choose this light cone. However, there's a better light cone for Bronya, and that will be Memories of the Past, which is essentially an upgraded Mashing Cogs, provided only if you have Superimposition 5. But if you don't have Superimposition 5, there is no point in using Memories of the Past, and just stick to your Mashing Cogs. That's about it. And as well as her signature light cone, I will be saving some of my starlight for it. I'm like halfway there, so I want to save for her signature light cone. But for now, I think Mashing Cogs is good for pure support, and a pure support means that you spam basic attacks most of the time and only use skill when the situation calls for it. Okay, and then for the traces, the most important trace is this particular one, and this is particularly why I upgraded Bronya to level 80, almost level 80 actually, because now it's just 70 of 80, but I ascended her that high. So this is the most important ability, and allies will deal 10% more damage all battle long, as long as Bronya stays on the field. However, this one here, I feel that it's a bit 50-50 since she has it for only 2 turns, but it gives time for allies to set up defensive support. So by pairing this with Trailblazer Fire, it seems like a good combo actually, since Trailblazer Fire needs some setup before going full tank mode. So that's why this ability here is just 50-50 in my opinion. This ability is nice because it's essentially 100 crit on her only attack. So this allows her to invest all into crit damage, and crit rate is not needed at all. That's very good. However, my main complaint of her whole traces is all the wind damage here. I mean, it can be nice for breaking, but you know how strong quantum break is compared to wind break, and therefore I think these wind damage boosts are just useless in total. They're just utterly useless. I mean, sure, it can be good for void tramplers and all, but the problem is we have Clara, who is a physical breaker also at the same time. So why are we needing wind boost all of here? Why do we need a wind boost? Doesn't make sense. So this is my biggest complaint for the traces. However, one big trace upgrade is particularly this one, Effect Rest Boost. And this is essential for Bronya because she is the one who cleansed the team of debuffs. So if your team gets debuffed by enemies, and say that Bronya is imprisoned or frozen or whatever, she's not going to clean debuffs from your team. So this is particularly very important. Effect Rest is particularly important on Bronya, and coming to this point, this is exactly why I did Effect Rest on Bronya as one of my most priority substats. Okay, and for the traces, I recommend going for ultimate and skill. I'm about to level up my skill quite soon, so will be level 8 and level 8. So these are your priorities to upgrade. And level 6 here I think is good enough already for now. For now it's good enough, but I want to get it to level 6. So that will be 22%, but it's just like 1%, so it's very very small. But the more the better, because every time she uses a basic attack, remember, that's why it's a pure support build. So on the relics here, I'm still farming them, but I just replaced all her Musketeer of Wild Wheat with Eagle of Twilight line. And so far this is my best piece. Crit damage 64.8, and also we have a god roll of effect rest here. Beautiful. But effect hit rate was really bad, and attack here is pretty bad. If I had the choice, I would replace with speed and defense for here. Next up, it's sure it's a attack one is fixed start, but then you're having more effect rest here, which is good. And then HP is nice to have, but I still prefer defense because Natasha cannot keep up with healing rate, like I said earlier in my last Tingyun review. So swap HP with defense, swap attack percentage with speed, that'll be really nice. And then effect hit rate is horrible. Then for the HP, I got even more effect rest here. I prioritize getting effect rest, as I said just now. But effect hit rate is just horrible all in all, since we don't need the effect hit rate from Bronya. I mean, wind shear is not good for Bronya, but HP is always nice to have, and if it's possible, I want more defense and speed. So basically for this sphere, I'm targeting defense, not HP. But I only had HP for now, so I'll be using it for the time being until I get a defense sphere. But fortunately, there's a lot of defense upstart here as well as the speed, so I'm okay with this for now, I guess. And then for the rope, we'll stick with an energy regeneration rope. Always energy regen. I'm trying to get the 5-star one, another 5-star, but I haven't gotten it just yet. And another god roll of having effect rest here and defense and HP. This is very nice. If I can swap out break effect for speed, even better. And for your boot, it will be speed. Always speed. I'm trying to get the 5-star one, but I haven't gotten it so far. So basically it's just defense as a sub-start again. Really good to have. Effect rest, very good to have. And speed, particularly speed and HP, also nice to have. So all in all, the Bronya will be looking like this with all the effect rest stacked upon. And effect rest is very important for Bronya. Extremely important. So for the trees, no, for Eidolons, we will have E0 for now, but I still feel that these two Eidolons are good. These ones are really nice, 1 and 2, since more skill points by using skill is nice, but it's just 50% chance, it's not consistent. 2 is nice because you grant Sealer more speed, you grant Jingen more speed so that they can spam more skills, get the ultimate faster. 4 is very nice if you have weak opponents, so Bronya will have more chance to break the opponent. Opponent break will be a lot faster with 4. And 6 is basically just really nice for, like, for example, sword play Sealer who needs 1 turn to charge so that she gets all 5 stacks. So 6 is very nice to have for sword play Sealer, since the damage boost lasts for 1 turn extra. And also it also saves skill points because you are having more attack. So what is Bronya's abilities looking like for now? So Bronya can actually act as an offensive support and a defensive support. So if you need healing, so Bronya will support Natasha. So Natasha's turn is now, and then she will heal everyone. And with post-op conversation, she will get her ultimate faster. So Bronya acts as a defensive support in this case, and if she wants as an offensive support, her best choice will be with Sealer. So she supports Sealer, and Sealer will get a resurgence every time, more often, and then she will have more opportunity to spam her ultimates. So this is particularly why Bronya and Sealer are very good together. That's pretty much it. So if I'm running a sword play Sealer, I will be using skill a lot more often than usual just to charge my stacks before using my ultimate. So when I get my 5 stacks from sword play, then I will use support on Sealer, and then Sealer will shoot her ultimate. And that's the point of having support, to charge Sealer stacks of sword play. So that's pretty much for my Bronya guide.